Welcome back. It is Friday. It's one of the hottest days of the week. It's going to be a high of 33 degrees today, so it's going to be cooking. It's already humid. It's already hot because the humidity alone. I don't know what the temperature is, but I don't think it's cool either. Let's see. What is the weather? 27 degrees Celsius, high of 32, 33. Yee. It's gonna be in the upper 20s for the rest of the week. Let's say it's the hottest day. Fireworks Day is gonna be partly sunny. That's Sunday, a high of 28. So nothing really stellar. But, you guys get to see bing, bing, boom, boom, and then get rained out. If your town has one. Not all towns do a 4th of July. Winston doesn't anymore, but we do combine it with the, carnival, which is expected to happen near the end of August, like it almost always does. So, we'll see what happens with that. Okay, just confirming all my payments. Yep. So all the bills are paid. All rents are paid. I made iced tea. I got it in the freezer so I can make a iced tea slushy. Gotta like them. Iced tea slushies. Well, it's hot enough to deserve one, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the chat. Darnell says, good morning. 33 Fahrenheit. Is, well, let's see. 30 degrees Celsius Fahrenheit would be 66 plus 50. Oh, wait a minute. let's not get ahead of ourselves here. All right. Because, so 20, so it'd be like 23 double that would be 46 plus 68 is about 92 degrees. And the humidity is way out there. It must be close to 100%. I did a good vlog yesterday. I didn't fill this cup all the way up with coffee either, unfortunately. I think the milk is starting to turn. I'm going to have to get some more milk anyway. It's just about done. So, what are we in math class? Well, a quick rule of thumb is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. It's 10 degrees Celsius. So I said 33. My verse made a mistake, and I multiplied by 33 by double, which would have been 66. Now, if you had 66 to 32, that would have been right, okay? Because you would have had 8, then you would, let's see, 3, 66, 288. There's no carry, so that would have been about 98 degrees. Yeah, right. Well, it's not quite that hot. Remember, the human body is 37 degrees Celsius on average. So I figured I'll figure out from 50 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 10 degrees Celsius. So I subtract 33, which brings it down to 23, multiply because you're 26. 26 plus 50 is about 96, but it's not quite that hot. It's just a quick, dirty math. Well, when you start seeing sweat coming out of my forehead, you know it's hot enough. You don't even need a calculator to see that. How you doing, Skunky? It's a hot day outside. 4th is fireworks, depending on the town. You may have fireworks on the 4th. It might happen in another day. Winston is having theirs in August. You probably will have a July 4th parade, more than likely. Which you would be able to see right down below, right behind me. It's fine. He's waiting for his nurse to come today. And, I see that the troublemakers are still trying to trash the show again. Oh, God. A few more months of this crap. Alright, so Seasons, could you please tell Noodles, tell him to knock it off with this and all denial of service stuff and all the phone call stuff, because this is ridiculous. His phone call stuff isn't working, his other stuff ain't working, so I don't know why he doesn't just give it up. However, my computer is getting kind of hot. That has nothing to do with him, though. So, otherwise, how are you doing? Oh, 10:07, and it's already hot. I don't know if we're going to have a long show today, because, this heat might get to me. It's air conditioners in the bedroom. I have, because I know he's watching the show. He can leave me a text message, or a phone call, or an email. He has my email address. He has my email address. Oh, okay, you don't talk to Noodles anymore, okay. Yeah, I don't talk to him either. Theoretically, you can still send me email. And just type me something out. So, what do you want to tell them? Just I wanted to tell Noodles to stop it with the DDoS and the phone calls. Because I already told him he could do his own show his own way. I don't care. I just want to be respectfully allowed to do my show my way. On my channel. That's all I wanted to tell Noodles. Respectfully leave me alone. I'm not interested in you. I'm not interested in your shenanigans. I'm not interested in your games. How you doing, Paul? It's gonna be a hot one. It's already sticking and dripping over here. I turned the air conditioner on in the bedroom so Ed wouldn't suffocate from the heat. I don't want to dedicate any shows to Noodles. He's got his own channels for that. Anyway, I covered 7 of the things I'm looking forward to in Dragonflight on my vlog from McDonald's. And one of my viewers said, "You look exhausted. Like, you okay?" I'm like, I do 6 morning shows and I do 4 night shows, plus I take care of an old elderly guy. And I've really been working really hard to try to keep up with everything. So anyways, July 4th and Sunday, the new cell phone plan starts up on 11th. Same day I see my new doctor. Lovely. This content bores me, yeah. Yeah, well, seasons, they seem to see, everyone says the same about me. Same location, same background, same. Oh, it's Monday? Oh, that's right, the 3rd is. Well, I don't have to tie my hair up. I can just pull it back like that. I got a window fan blowing on me right now. Let me turn the fan a little more towards me, my face. Sorry, Mac. I need it more than you. Actually, we both need it. My computer gets hot too. It's right now it's running at 57 degrees Celsius. So like 100-something degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. All of you know why and what's going on. Okay, that's all I'll say. Right now I see that he's still trying to sabotage the show. Just leave it alone, but he's calling my phone now. I'm sure of it. Well, probably. I don't know why he doesn't just give up. Give up already, asshole. Okay, new phone numbers. No, he's not calling right now. No, it's not the house phone. Reagan Marco. No, you're different. He does the same stuff. I'm not interested in him. He seems more obsessed with me because all this effort he's doing is a sign of obsession. He doesn't realize that I'm not interested in him either. I'm spending over $120 a month on a cell phone plan just so I can stream safely out of his hair. Now you're telling me that I'm really obsessed with him when I basically have to spend money on a VPN, on top of that, a mobile cell phone plan that's $50 a month for 50 gigabytes. On top of that, a new MySpy. Well, that was kind of optional. But that'll give me 5G service. You tell me if you think that's fair that I have to spend all that money on this stuff. Then he has his friends send over 167 phone calls between my home phone and cell phone yesterday. Now you tell me that's not bullshit. Use his persistence for something useful. There are hungry, starving children in the world. There are people losing their homes because they can't afford the rent. Can't you use your time and energy to help the people that need the help instead of wasting your time and energy on busy work? That's all he has to do. Go out there and help the community he lives in. That's all he has to do. Focus on the things he needs to do to help the people in this community. I do things in the community at large. I donate to the community at large. I help the community at large. I don't sit there and waste my time making some poor innocent person's life a living hell. That's something I don't do. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm not kidding you. Well, for one thing, I help by donating food to the food pantry when I can. And right now, the Salvation Army's not taking, it doesn't have any donations. So the food bank is closed. So I've been helping out my neighbors when I can with food, when I have extra food laying around the house, and donating to the local food donation cabinet down the corner on the street. I have been doing that. What have you, I don't know about you guys. I don't know anything about your brand. But what do you consider donation? Come on. You don't even know anything about my personal life. I don't like noodles. Okay? Would you date a shark? I'm talking about literally. This guy, if he was really, truly humanitarian, my sister was a Capricorn also. I know how they work. They want me sitting there trying to sabotage a channel that's not trying to cause any harm. They would have gone out of their way to make sure that that channel got the support that they needed. But that's exactly what Noodles is doing. don't even watch his channel. I'm unsubscribed from his channels. I don't even have anything to do with his content. Get your torches and pitchforks. Come on, guys. This is getting ridiculous. And then he calls his buddies, call my home phone, and needs to have the home phone so he can get in contact with the nurse. How in the hell are you supposed to be able to get phone calls when you got some jerk off calling right in the middle of the show? So you got to schedule all your nurse visits to any time before or after the show. John, I've had it with you. Take a time out. Wrong button. The right idea. It doesn't, look, Ed's trying to get his cell phone on, alright? I'm trying to take a deep breath, but you're right, the heat is getting to me. Thank God tomorrow's going to be cooler. Oh yeah, by the way, I did get $30 in donations from AdSense with doing surveys. So remember, John, that can go two ways, both good and bad ways. The good ways are the ones that seem to be working out because I'm getting a lot of donations from YouTube and Google and other places, but no, they're not. They're the last of the years I have. Dimitri's going to be starting new production in August. He's on my Discord channel. He's going to be resuming production hopefully in August. I might do a video later tonight after the heat breaks tonight. Let's see, when is a good time to go to Cumberland Farms? I do need my walking exercise, so I can get my junk on my trunk. Let's see. It looks like it's going to be hospitable about 11 p.m. tonight. So maybe tonight around 11 p.m. Oh, that's kind of too late because it's too late for me. I got to get up that time. Well, might be hospitable about 8 o'clock. 28 degrees Celsius. It's still low on the hot side, but I think that's doable. Oh, wow, play the game, level up, because you might as well, because, we're going to try to level up all the characters Flavor still wants to play. You get paid up until, I think, August. I'm trying to do that already. Ed's doing fine. He's in the bedroom chilling out. Nurse is coming today to see him, to check him out. I'll keep playing until you run out, and then let me know, and we'll see what we can do. No, because he's right now. If you're on Discord, you can call him on Discord. It's Trainman. It's Trainman Ed. TRAINMAN space ED. So send a message to Trainman Ed. How you doing, Tired Kitty? Yeah. Well, maybe after the summer heat breaks, you can see if we can get back to the game, because it'll be cooler. Maybe you can say in, October, November. I mean, even the bowling leagues stop in the summertime. Except Discord is where we meet up. If you want to reach Ed, that's the only way you're going to reach Ed, other than Facebook. So you want to reach Ed, that's how you're going to reach Ed. Because that's, at least then you can voicemail him and text him too. Well, no, his channel's still there. He just doesn't put anything on it. That's the other thing. Ed can't stream because of the DDoS crap. Unless he streams using my Android or using my, he doesn't have 1,000 subs, so he can't stream on his phone. And, so he's screwed that way. He can stream on the Linux laptop that has VPN on it, but that's about it. No, he has not spoken to Jennifer Aniston. That's how our IP address got out. things like that. So, I mean, summer's here. Of course, people will be enjoying the weekend. I can show you that. There'll definitely be a lot of people in the pool, which I don't have. Right? I don't have a pool, do I, kitty? No. Well, Burks does it all the time. Noodles does it all the time. So, as little people know where they can donate to. It's up to them to make the final decision. Okay, let's see a cat on camera here. There it is. Oops. He's saying hello to you. Big furry cat. Alright, Rusty, stop knocking my microphone around. No. Tonight is... Yes, we are. Oh, shit. Yeah, we are, but... I don't know how much of a night show it's going to be, because, it's going to be kind of hot. So I don't know how much of a night show it's going to be. Yeah, it's hot enough. Definitely. So let's just leave it on the wait and see approach and see what happens. Because I mean, if it's too inhospitable, it'll just be like very short. It's open.
Hello.
Ed's in the bedroom.
Hi.
Boss lady, you're also going to need to leave me your cell phone number so that I can text you. And because of the fact of the matter is we have people that constantly jam up our home phones. So I need to give you have your text number so I can put in my phone for the so the thing to ring through to me.
For what?
But you can go ahead and see Ed right now. He's in the bedroom. Just go behind the green screen.
You know this is the police, right?
What's that?
This is the police.
Huh?
It's the police.
His voice number?
It's the police.
Oh, what do you need?
Somebody called so that there was domestic violence here.
Oh, domestic violence. Wasn't this house? I'm the only one here.
Yeah, it's one of those prank calls again. Remember when you're streaming?
I don't hear anybody yelling either, so...
Are you live right now?
No, I'm waiting for Ed's nurse. That's what I'm waiting for right now.
Yeah, it's one of those prank calls again.
Okay, so I didn't call you, no.
Okay, everything's good?
Alright. Thank you. Ed's walking the wood seed. Michelle, I can't live stream tonight like I planned. I got 30-hour wait until I'm able to stream right. You know what, like I said, I think the people are getting sick and tired of yeah, I know that. I already told you that. He's obsessed. He's not gonna quit. He's not gonna give up. No, it's not. It's a waste of the police's time. Oh well. I know who's doing it. I gave the information to the police. They need to take the time to process it and deal what they got to make an arrest. Well, that's where I need you guys to help shut this guy down. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Because all I see is a shadow in the door frame. I can't tell. You keep forgetting, guys, I am registered blind. All I see is a black shadow in the door frame. No, we don't know who's doing it. But we have a hunch. That's all we have. It was the police. It was Winston police that came over. Guys, you said you don't want to talk about Noodles. So how much do you really want to tell me? You want me to tell you? We do know it's Noodles because people have confirmed that Noodles indeed was telling them to call in the SWAT. Okay? We know that. I gave the Winston police Noodles' phone number and address. It's on file. With what? I have no money for that. He shouldn't harass anybody. This just shows his lack of security. Or he thinks that the only way he can achieve anything is to do these horrible things to people. I don't understand why he just doesn't try to improve his game. Yeah. If he thinks he's the best, then why doesn't he try to invest the money into better setup, better studio, better skill set, something that's going to make people want or give people a reason to want to watch his content. And you don't have to stream. That's crazy. Yeah, I know. Yes, by the way, though. What he doesn't realize, I'm going to say this once. I'm not so small anymore. 1,202 people subs. I'm growing, guys. I'm growing. My channel is not no small potatoes. Oh, I stand corrected. 1,204 subs. Thank you very much. If I have to, I'll just go back to doing vlogs and say fuck it. I'm not kidding you. It'll be easier in my endurance, and my stamina, and my health if I just did videos. Why would Botter be proud? Botter's being dragged through the mud too, repeatedly, Brian. Oh, by the way, there's a new router worm that's out, which I sent Butter a link to. So that bad guys, they believe this may be state-sponsored hacking, can try to seize control of certain routers, usually small little guys like mine. Try to turn them into botnets to infiltrate your home network. So, be wary. Make sure your router has the newest firmware on it. So, let's see, what's this new worm called? Oh, here it is. It's in news articles. Actually, it's in the butter too, but it's in your news articles. Let's see, make sure I get the right one here. There's, of course, other news articles here too. Or maybe I didn't put it up here. Maybe because I was concerned. Here it is. It's called the Mental Outlaw. Says zero rat malware is infecting routers and taking over entire networks. Hosted by Mental Outlaw on YouTube. I won't play it right now because of copyright, but this to say is that something called I'll say Zuorat, Z-U-O-R-A-T, malware. Z-U-O-R-A-T malware. Apparently is created by the Chinese hackers and with the endorsement of the Chinese government. And it's just causing a lot of mayhem for a lot of individuals. It's just kind of stuff that your internet is not safe. Your internet is not safe because of malware. It's going and affecting your routers. Then they say the command and control server can later hire out the infected routers to start a botnet. Yes, it does, Brian K. Absolutely, it does. Suck the fun out of it. Cloudflare has suffered outages recently. Cloudflare is another VPN service that has been slammed by DDoSs over and over again, whereas their own servers went down with a bang. They're a lot bigger than Tunnel Bear, and they're being trashed. Brian K. So she can get a copy of the call. What's call? Police already got a copy of the phone call they Noodles made. They already have that. They also have the phone number he called from. Yeah. When you call a voicemail, the phone calls are recorded, but not when you don't. Probably not right now. Probably not. Yeah. David Noodles' voice was the one that was threatening me from the phone call from New Jersey. Okay. It definitely was his voice. For somebody who said that they don't want to talk about this stuff, you guys keep bringing up more questions about it. I'm going to have to find another way to fix this mat. This mat is still bunching up. You know what I might do is I might just go ahead and just... All I know is it's a hot day today. I want someone else to answer that question. I'm tired of explaining it. Bonner, could you answer the question just so the person can have your answer? He wants to know why is he doing this. Brian K. wants to know why he's doing this, Bonner. If you want to take a chance at answering the question for him. Alright, so let's get back to something else. Anything! Is Winston gonna have a July 4th parade on Monday? I would say very likely probably will be a parade on Monday. Looking at houses. Do you realize how expensive houses are right now with the with the interest rate hikes? Holy Christ! You're gonna buy a house at this time? Save your money. Interest rates are too high. Wait till the housing market to crash and then swoop in like a vulture. Look for the best prices. Maybe you'll see it through the window. Once the Federal Reserve tries to get control, they said they might have to bring interest rates up to 10%, just to try to rein back in the inflation. 10% is huge. Well, that's what the other guys do. Buy low, sell high. You know, same thing with me. Buy things when they're on sale. And if I do sell them just enough to make a profit. Do you really want to get stuck with a 30-year flat rate mortgage at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14% interest? No way. I wouldn't do it. It's not worth it. Too much money. Too many liabilities. Oh, by the way, Craig Sr.'s area is not going to be getting electricity back on for weeks. As Consolidated Edison is going to have to bring out a generator truck because they can't get any more of the power transformers from the China, because it takes months to make each one. 5 transformers in the substation blew up from a lightning strike. That means 3 months per transformer. That means that he's saying at least a year and a half without any electricity, which is too long. So now, obviously, Consolidated Edison is going to have to send a type of generator truck, something you see at fairgrounds, to provide electricity for the residents of Long Island where he lives. Because there's no alternative. There's no extra transformers in the warehouse of Consolidated Edison. So he's screwed. There. Something different to think about. Me and Patty were going to get a house. This is when the rates were cheap and houses were cheap. Before 2020 got really bad. And then that fell through. And we could have gotten a 30-year fixed. But what killed it with Patty was that she wanted to do it all by herself. And she just wanted to have me as a renter. And I'm like, no. We're going halvesies. I want to go halvesies on this. No, because you have medical bills. Turns out that I don't have anything to worry about because, number one, they can't legally touch my... there was no medical bills owed. Period. Okay? Number two, the only reason why you would have to worry about that is they wanted to put a lien on the title. But even now, it only affects selling, not living in it. So, because she didn't want to go halvesies, she lost out on a house that we could have gotten. Okay? There were a couple houses that were of consideration But she unfortunately walked away from it and said, nope, don't want to do it. So it's like, okay, fine. No house, no problem. Well, we are talking at least partially. It's friends anyway. Occasionally we see each other, we say hello to each other. But that's about it. That's about it. Alright, so let's get some news today. So I don't know if there's going to be a night show or not, guys. I don't guarantee anything. And the reason I say that is because it depends on how I feel physically. Who the hell are you? It's a fake number. Oh. Delete. Delete. Uh-huh. Delete. Nope. So, alright, so let's get to the news. Headlines first. Okay. Pro-life Democrats signs off on AOC's abortion comments, Biden's border security failures. Justice prevails. The left's attempt to destroy Clarence Thomas have backfired, allies have said. MSNBC, Rachel Maddow, replacement puzzles industry insiders. Inside the autopsy, details about Jeremy Kiambi's suicide emerged. Bad reaction, Brett Michaels hospitalized, forcing Poison to cancel show. Catholic Church holds service to apologize to LGBTQ plus community. TikTok star Christina Baker reveals how she found God after surviving homelessness and addictions. I was lost. Johnny Depp, quote, in good spirits, closing quote, post-trial focusing on career. Pirates of the Caribbean actor Greg Ellis says. GMA deletes Twitter gaffe from Justice Jackson's swearing-in ceremony. Rex Chapman suggests Clarence Thomas as a black white supremacist. Oh, you mean he's a gray supremacist? Because black and white makes gray, right? Tijuana Queen shows Pelosi in America. The Hispanics won't be pushed around anymore. That makes sense. I wouldn't want to be pushed around either. Two mothers, two views. An abortion protest continue nationwide. Women are opposing sides find common ground. Fisherman reels in massive alligator snapping turtle. Alligator snapping turtle? I never heard of such a thing. Poll reveals which party is most patriotic, shows national pride is dropping off. Biden administration misses a major oil lease deadline, an absolute disgrace. Uvalde City Council meeting gets heated as families demand answers. Hard to remain encouraged. Suspicious deaths of New Jersey Politico teacher still weighing on families. Singer snaps at fans who walked out of concert over abortion speech. Independence 4th of July by the numbers. Yeah, you can check these out. Just quick headlines here. Michelle, I like your thinking. July 1st, 2022, National U.S. Postage Stamp Day, National Postal Worker Day. Okay, well, congratulations, Gianni. That's for you. Happy Postal Worker Day. Yeah. And, Right now, it looks like it's kind of quiet, which is good. So let's get some of the panel open for a bit anyway. I'm not against doing the panels. I just got to get set up here. But I'm not going to sit there and deal with people that deliberately trying to cause mayhem either. Honestly, I won't tolerate that. So, let's see. Oops. Link to our public panel. Well, now I got something I can tell you all the postal workers. How about that? Something cool. I hate when my cords get twisted like this. Oh, good God. Okay. I don't even see Mojo in here. It's probably not Mojo, Michelle. Mojo, please confirm your entry. Your service will be denied until you confirm. Yes, I know it's not. I don't even see her on the show anyway. Yeah, I know she does. That's what I'm saying. I'm starting to see a trend here. There's also some additional characters after the real JoJo's name that stand out, which this person didn't have. That too, yeah. You're not the real JoJo, so why are you bugging me? I got an email back from them. They said that the cats they have, she gave me the name of the other shelters that were participating. None of them were within walking distance. Paul, please confirm your identity. Are you trying to come on panel? So, unfortunately, the nearest shelter is in Torrington, and they're like not really easy to get hold of. And for some reason, shelters don't seem to like me very much. I don't know why. Of course, they need to get paid back for the services for the cat, but so I got email. That's all I can tell you. They do. Right now, me and Ed both agreed. He says, I don't think, he said, that getting another cat in here right now would be a good idea. With my situation and with Rusty being the alpha male he is, you're going to be up to your neck in problems. He says, I would just wait. And also, you don't know what your long-term plans are. Because he says, I know you said you wanted to relocate to another location in the United States. Idea trolling. I'm still thinking about going to the Midwest. I haven't. Oh, there's Noodles trying to show up his face. Sorry, Noodles. Close his panel, too. I don't need that open. Not going to do the panel right now. I don't want Noodles on here. Noodles is trying to come on my panel. I don't want him on here. I'm thinking about relocating anyway eventually. I haven't decided where yet. Oops. Scottish Dave. It's a hot day here in the United States. I got all the bills paid, got all the rent paid, got all the phone bills paid. 4th of July is on Monday. It's not practical. It's not probable. No. Really. You're gonna end up giving birth to a rock. Unfortunately, that's exactly what kidney stone is like. It's giving birth to a rock with sharp, pointy edges on it. The whole size of a pencil. What is it made out of calcium or is it made out of salt? I think it's made out of a calcium salt product. How you doing, Larry? That makes him a very good question. How did they deal with kidney stones before modern technology? Say, like around the 18th, 19th century? I mean, there must have been something they would have done to deal with kidney stones. And I got a feeling it probably was not pleasant and far from it, I bet. I am AIGHT, you know. I am 8. Is that what it means? Just another day for you and me in paradise. I don't know if it's much of a paradise. It's kind of hot. And they can't go through the hole, then what? People probably died. Oh. Oh, okay. It's like a $2 pistol. Thank God I'm in a room that has at least a window fan blowing on me. It's got the room with the air conditioner on. I had the air conditioner on this morning before I got up. And said the music came in and says, it's freezing in here. I said, well, you wait till later on today. You're going to be grateful it's on. So is there going to be a live show tonight? I don't know. If there's going to be a live show, where is it going to be? I don't know. Because unfortunately, I can't really do live shows out at McDonald's because my iPhone picks up the music from the speakers where my Android phone does not. So if I swap the SIM card into my Android phone, then I can do the show on McDonald's. A live show. It just smells like any room. Like a person's hot and sweaty. He slept on the sofa last night. But I left sleeping in the bedroom in the morning because I figured, well, I'm up. No. Ed sleeps on the sofa at night. Yeah, he slept on the sofa last night. See, I have messages on Discord. See what they say. Oh. Alright, so I don't know what they're going to do with the bathroom. Okay, I don't know what they're going to do with the bathroom. That's all I can tell you. It didn't. It didn't even spill on the cheese or the crackers at all. None of it spilled on the cheese and crackers. I wish people actually listened to me when I told you that. It missed the food completely. We do, and that's the reason. The only phone that has a built-in music filter is the Android phone. So, which would be great to do at McDonald's because it has air conditioning. So, it didn't. I already know. The cheese is still in the package. Package wasn't even wet. No, my bathroom does not have AC. It doesn't even have an electrical outlet in my bathroom, just a pull chain light. It's British designed. The only thing we don't have is separate cold and hot taps. They probably originally did in this apartment. But the light makes sure it's got a pull chain on it. There's no outlets in our bathroom per any British electrical standards. He doesn't have athlete's foot. My bedroom has air conditioning. Right. My bedroom, sorry, I thought you said bathroom. Bedroom does have air conditioning, but he's going to be sleeping in there today, more likely, so if I want to do any live streaming today, I'm going to probably have to go to McDonald's. Unless he wants to go out on the porch and listen to his music there, which then I still would get copyright demonetized because then you'll be hearing his music through the window. So, right now, the best time for me to go to make comedies would be about 8, 10, 11 o'clock at night. If you can move and afford to move, would you? Ed already is moving out in November. That's his plan. Okay? If I move, it would be after he moves out. Yeah, that's a Virgo for you. Gotta keep one step ahead. Gotta keep one step ahead of everybody. Yeah, it does. In my case, we're paying 14 cents a kilowatt hour. 14 cents per kilowatt hour. That means for 1 hour of 1,000 watt use, we're paying 14 cents for it. Air conditioners are at 600 watts. This computer costs 14 cents to run it for an hour. This is a 1,000 watt computer. So this costs me 14 cents every hour it's on. That's one reason why I do shut the computer off when I'm not streaming, because it takes too much power otherwise. Hello? Oh, they're still banging on the door next door. Okay. So 14 cents per kilowatt hour. That would be like 12 pence for you. It's really expensive. I see my electric bill in the summertime go as high as $130 a month. Which one is that, Sky Steve? If you could move and afford to move, would you leave Ed? I said I would make sure Ed moved out first before I moved out. There, I just answered your question. He's moving out in November. So then I would basically move after he moved out. So I just answer your question. So to answer your question, So it costs about 12 pence per running an air conditioner per hour, or something for 1,000 watts. Okay, maybe a cooker or a heater or whatever. Okay, we'll just make it even 1,000 watts. Okay, that means that after 10 hours, it's going to cost you pound 140 pence. Okay, you're talking, that's a lot of money just to run something that uses 1,000 watts for an hour. I also have to apply for the British Home Office for a visa. And that's kind of complicated. I already looked into some of the immigration procedures. I might need to get an immigration lawyer to help me move to the UK. Well, I know me and a few others have talked about that. First thing is to go to the UK as it is right now with 6 months on my as a visitor. I can't work. I'll get to keep my social security check, but I won't be able to get a working visa. If you want to move to the UK permanently, theoretically, I would be entitled to having my disability check, at least for a while, anyway. But then they would have to transfer my case over to the WPA and Workers Pensions Administration. I don't know how they're going to deal with it. And then, of course, I'd have to find an electricity supplier in the UK and hope I don't get stuck with one of those prepaid ones, because the fact of the matter is saying, oh, you don't have any credit, so all I can do is sell you electricity when prepaid cards just slip into the meter all the time. I think that would drive me up a wall. But it is an idea. I mean, if you wanted to do that. With the rent, ouch. UK, forget the major cities. Forget London. Forget Manchester. You can't afford it. London is outrageous. It's even more expensive than Manhattan. In New York City. I don't know how I would ever afford to go to London. I don't think I could afford to go to London. Well, that would be an idea too, but right now I can't even get people to donate, even now, for small donations. Never mind apartment donations. I mean, you can donate also with the $sign button below too. You don't have to donate that way. I recommend you donate as a membership first, because I think a membership is a better way to go. But if you want to donate with the ways I just mentioned, that's fine too. I need more donations on my Patreon page. I need more people donating on my Streamlabs page, and I don't even know how that works with Streamlabs. I think, of course, we also have a web store too, which right here. Got a web store too. Things are just getting costly right now. Just trying to hold on to what I got. Let me point out to you guys, if you want to save money on your mugs, cups and stuff, hoodies, t-shirts, and everything like that, I would recommend seriously you buy in bulk, because I think then the price per item will be amortized down, and instead of charging you as much per mug or per t-shirt or whatever. Just buy them in bulk. Buy 4 cups or 4 t-shirts and be cheaper. Because of disability, you would get £140 per year for electric. 140 pounds a year. Did you miss one somewhere like 1,140 pounds per year? Because you're talking. Okay, I pay the equivalent of about. I pay about 120. I pay about 100 pounds a month now for electricity. 100 pounds. In the summertime, pay about 110 pounds for electricity. See, you're talking. That's like really little money. I don't know what kind of rental allowance you get, but but it's better than nothing. Well, what about rental assistance? Housing in the UK is expensive, especially unless you live in the countryside. Maybe you might be able to find a place like in a small little shire or something. But in major city, forget it. You can't afford it. It's like, so. Get towards electric or gas towards your bill. What about rental? What about, does the councils offer rental assistance for the disabled? That's something I never understood how that quite worked with the councils. The councils kind of sound like it's like a local municipal government. And then if I want to go apply for my British citizenship, hello. You got to be there for like what? 2 years, 3 years residency before you can apply for your British citizenship. Oh, that'd be a help. That would be a help, but unfortunately, since I'm not a British citizen yet, I probably wouldn't get much help at all. I think the front office says, the home office says that you have to have enough money on hand to pay your utilities, bills, expenses out of your own for at least a year to 2 years while you apply for citizenship. How does anybody know any immigration lawyers that could help me answer these questions? I really do want to know the answers. How does this work? I really, like Donald Trump said, we want them to come in legally. Okay, we want to come in legally, but let's make sure we know what we're doing first. Oh, I'm not asking Ed to survive the trip to the UK. I don't think he could even survive their electrical code. I don't think he could survive their plugs. Knowing stupid Eddie just leaves the stupid power plug on the floor with the prong sticking up, constantly pokes his feet on it. Ouch! They hurt! That's why I always make sure to. I have a skill. I wanted to go for the Part P electrical exam to become an electrician. That was what I wanted to do. Certainly you guys can use somebody who would be willing to hire somebody for electrician training, because I got the electrician skills. Oh, I know we got 3 pin plugs over there. Because, guys, Dave, we use one of those 3 pin plugs every year. You don't know that, did you? We actually have a British power plug socket extension cord that I bought from the UK that I actually use over here in the United States. Because of the safety of the British plugs, they're safer and they're more protective to protect their wiring. I've seen people do that, real life, Brian K. I've seen people actually stick wires into the holes. And both in America and over in countries that only have 2 holes. Yeah, I know, we do too, but they're not very common over here in the U.S. Well, maybe Tiger Kitty can help me find a immigration lawyer that could help me to make it a thing. I think it would be doable in about 2 years' time if we could seriously start the process getting this done. Because I am also the North American Snow Queen, but I'm also the United Kingdom Snow Queen, and I'm also Ireland. So, yeah, I would not be a slumlord. Yeah, you're live and you're neutral. There's a lot of the plugs don't even have an earth. A lot of the plugs in my apartment don't have earth. I use your British plugs here in the studio for a lot of the electrical and lighting and stuff. Touch the brown wire and you're likely to make a brown mess. Yes, indeed. I have heard of that. When I moved back from Spain to UK, I just changed plugs from 2 to 3 pin and they worked. Yeah, they make an adapter for that. Yep. There's adapters for that. I showed my two-prong. I saw my UK adapter over here a couple times on the show. Well, like I said, I do kind of like the UK. I want to move to the UK. I don't know what that means. But yeah, let's, like Jean-Luc Picard would say, make it so. Let's see if we can find a way to actually immigrate to the UK. I would say a good target date would be 2024. Only because July 4th, 2024 might be a good time. We can find an immigration lawyer and begin the process of getting out of here. And this computer is gonna weigh a fucking. I know what it is. I know it's mega electron volts. Yeah. Oh God, you have to be gross. No one wants to know what you're doing in the bathroom. No one needs to know that. Yeah. Well, what kind of machine apparatus are you running that does that? I mean, there are console televisions that have voltages as high as 75 to 80,000 volts on the second anode. Touch that and you're finished. Seriously. If you move to the UK, you wouldn't be eligible for disability checks anymore. Yes, you would. It would just be transferred over to, because I would be still considered disabled even under UK policies. I would still be disabled. Okay, well, it kind of makes sense. Okay. Again, this is where I need to talk to an immigration lawyer. Okay. I have only some information, and it may not even be current because it was before Brexit. And so the information I need now know is post Brexit. So that's why I need to talk to an immigration lawyer that would be able to answer that question. What's the post Brexit procedure? So, yes, they are, believe it or not. Yes, they are. Skynet, let me explain one thing to you. If I'm visiting the UK, okay, this is a visiting now. I don't know about the permanent citizenship. If you are visiting the UK, you can continue to receive your SSDI check. You will just be required to have it deposited into a British bank account. Okay, or you could keep it in an American bank account and pay up to wazoo for fees, but probably not going to be worth it for the ATM fees to go to for an ATM to get money for rent and all that stuff. So that means that for 6 months of the year you can live in the UK, 6 months of the year you can live in the US. That means you would have to maintain 2 apartments and 2 addresses, and that's just a lot more work than it's worth. If you want to apply for a visa, the UK works for the Social Security Administration in the United States, so there would be a transfer of the case into the UK system, okay, if your visa is approved. However, there's questions about how does that work with the when you get paid and all that. I don't know how that works. And also, yeah, maybe, Gianni, that might solve part of the problem, but that's also under the disabled adult use my SSDI check from my father, and then I just get my check, and then I have to marry. I would definitely have to marry somebody. No, I probably would just go for training as an electrician because that's what I'm trained for here in the United States. It's my real training was as an electrician. So I probably would just see if I can find a job as an apprentice electrician. Hello. Hi.
The nurse for Edward?
You want to see Ed?
Yeah.
He's in the bedroom.
Where do I go? Straight down?
Just go through the door, past the green screen. The door is closed.
Come this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go through the living room.
Okay.
That's his nurse.
Here?
Also, if you want to leave me your phone number so I can put it in my phone so you'll be able to keep in contact with us because there's some clowns constantly screwing us phones up during the show.
Yeah, I'll give it to Andy.
Alright, so just leave me a card or something and then I can add it in later on. Because the problem is that most people, also people with apprentices need an electric or vehicle to drive. And that's just not going to happen. What the hell? Who the fuck is this? I don't know. Okay. Don't show alerts. Alright. And Noodle, oh God, shut up. I don't like you think you're scum. Oh. So that's the fact. UK has more mass transit available. And as I said, if I can go in as apprentice, I can easily do the job. At least I can certainly run cable. And and yes, Michelle, there is no way the UK will let you move there when you don't have a job. Well, I have my own income. That's what YouTube is for, even though it isn't much. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. UK, it does. Yeah, it does. That's again why I need to talk to. That's why I need to talk to immigration lawyer. In fact, the Social Security Administration even explains the procedure. No, I don't, because that's also my territory as well. So I would not be a slumlord. I equivalent of a slim queen. Because it still is my territory. I would just be moving from one region of my territory to another region. Just as I can move to Canada too, same thing. I can still keep my North American Snow Queen title. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, neither one of us is an immigration lawyer, okay? Why don't we get in contact with an immigration lawyer and then find out the official word from somebody who does this stuff every day? Then we can actually both give you a more absolute, definitive answer to my audience. All I can tell you right now is the paperwork for immigration is a nightmare. That's all I can tell you for clear fact. Yes, I could, and yes, I have, and yes, I might have to ask a lot of directions, but I can do it once I have a map in my hand. You forgot I have moved around places I didn't know before. Thanks to GPS, thanks to phone maps, it's a lot easier. But back then we were doing with paper maps. Yes, I could still be the Snow Queen because UK is part of my territory, which includes England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and Republic of Ireland because I was getting me all as one chunk. I'm also responsible for the United States and Canada. Okay? I don't know if I'm going to marry Andrew. I don't know what the long-term plans are. We're talking about 2 years down the road. We'll see what happens. We'll have to see what happens. That's all I can tell you. So if anybody would like to contact me and find me a name and number of an attorney that is responsible and does immigration law, I would like to know the answers. I'm sure I might be able to get a company to sponsor me too. Although that might be a little harder because I'm not really well known internationally for anything. We already did. Me and Preacher Simmons had already made the deal when Brexit happened. It was already dealt with. We already had planned it so that when Brexit happened, that I would get the UK. I gave her Southwest Greenland in trade. She wanted Southwest Greenland, and I wanted the UK, so she threw in Ireland too. Yes, I already looked into it. I already looked on it on Social Security's website. I already checked into this. I already looked into this. But the thing is that was pre-Brexit. Now we have Brexit that has occurred. And because they don't need any more electricians right now in America. That's why. Besides, American wiring sucks. You ever deal with American wiring? It sucks. There's no consideration for safety of the appliances. All I can tell you is there's a plan. Well, I do kind of want to get away from Ed's situation when he goes to Florida. It's going to be great. But I mean, I still want to go where someplace different. You know, I thought about going up to the northern area, maybe the Midwest. Yeah, well, that's as I said. It's a project that's not like a short-term goal. It's a long-term goal. So that's something for the future. We're gonna have to figure it out. And so today is gonna be hot enough that you guys are gonna want to seriously figure out how to stay cool. I don't know what if we're having a night show or not. I can't stream at McDonald's. Well, I can if I can find a place where there's no speaker playing music. I could stream outside at Cumberland Farms, but unfortunately, gonna run into the same identical problem. Yeah. if you know, well, let me say with this question right here. I'm phoning a friend. I'm coming to America to help you, Michelle. If I turn up at your door with cash, would you accept help to move? Dave, you can't even afford it. I don't know what your income is, but honestly, Connecticut is not cheap. I see. You don't understand. I'm. It's one of those hard to answer yes or no questions. Was supposed to be going to meet Andrew in August, September, but I don't know what's going to happen with that either. Because I don't know if Andrew can even afford the gasoline to get from upstate New York to here. Just, so, let's just see. Is there going to be a live show tonight? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. And depending on the heat, the bugs, and everything else. Would I stream a show at McDonald's? Maybe, but I would have to put my SIM card in my other phone because it has a better filter on it to block out all the background noises. And also has better spam trapping and stuff like that on it. The only thing is all my phone numbers wouldn't be in my phone, so they would be on the other phone. So I'd have to figure out how to transfer all my phone numbers between phones because some of them are in the Google address book, some are not. So, I don't know what else to say, guys. I mean, it's so, if there's a night show tonight, I would just say just keep your eye on your notifications. If there's not a night show tonight, you will obviously not see any notifications. And well, great. Thanks, Noodles, for confirming what I just told you. Get lost. Get lost. Goddamn fuck. You can follow the restraining order you want. I'm not the one that's attacking you. You're the one who's sending your goons out attacking my show when I have nothing to do with your show. I leave your show alone. I'm not having people doing DDoSs on your show. I don't even have them attack your show. We have fans that are fans of most shows. I respect them. They respect me. And they're just saying is to tell your goons to knock it off. Well, you did say that some time ago, Dave. Yes, but I just want to get out of the United States. I really do. Okay? Joe Biden has pissed everything away. Americans don't know what to do anymore. Americans feel totally disenfranchised and broken. Every American feels that way. They feel disenfranchised and broken. Build Back Better was a big, bad lie. He didn't build nothing for this country. He didn't help the disabled. He doesn't care to help the disabled. I'm not contacting Noodles. Do you understand this on the wire? I'm not contacting Noodles. I don't even let him on my panels. I just took him out of the chat again. I don't talk to Noodles. I don't call Noodles. I don't email Noodles. I don't text Noodles. I don't have anything to do with Noodles. I want nothing to do with this guy. And I don't even reply to his phone calls. I don't return his calls. I don't call him back. I block his calls he calls me from. You guys want to stop talking about the noodle shit? Then stop bringing up the noodle shit. I'm tired of talking about it. Like I said on the show over and over again, Noodles, do whatever you want with your own show. I don't care. You can have whatever you want on your show. You can have Humpty Dumpty. You can have Fuzzy Wuzzy as a bear. You can have anyone you want. I don't care. That's your channel. Do whatever you want. Just leave mine alone. That's all I ask you to do. Don't keep DDoSing me repeatedly doing all this garbage. Just leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to argue with anyone. I'm just trying to do a basic thing to keep a little channel going, so at least I have a way to reach out to people and talk to them. I can't even do that because of your stupid shenanigans. So don't tell me that I'm talking to you. I'm not. So why don't you respect your own terms and stop reaching out to me and being a pain in my ass? I understand that. I can't even have a panel half the time because everybody keeps trying to sabotage the panel. I can't even talk to anybody anymore because every time I talk to anybody, somebody else is always out there trying to tear up my panels up. I can't do, I don't know what to do anymore. Yeah, but Dave, I really don't want to stay in the United States. I need to change. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. All my life I wanted to go to the UK. I want to change. If you want to talk, help me work with an immigration lawyer to give me that opportunity to get the hell out of here. Let's do that. I know it's not good for me, but this whole situation with the person that we keep talking about keeps dragging me into it. I can't even talk about anything else, and he keeps dragging himself into it. I mean, come on, guys. Soon. That's all I can tell you right now. Soon. Keep looking. It's out there. Well, that's why I need to talk to the people I need to talk to, an immigration lawyer, to find out the actual figures. I don't even know if we could afford a flat. Definitely not in the big cities. Definitely not in London. Forget London. London is ridiculous. There's no way. I'm okay. I'm not great. I'm okay. The only thing is you'll have to move me and the cat. It's not just going to be me. It's going to be the computer, the cat, and a few other things. I heard you. I read you the first time. £14 an hour. Well, I don't know. It's not too bad. And I don't know what the typical rent rate now in some of the smaller towns are. No, I'm not. I don't drive around in a car. I mean, I have no idea. I was told by one ophthalmologist, he said he would not risk it because you can get a detached retina. And if you want an idea how bad a detached retina is, look what happened to my poor iPhone camera. Now look at this. This is exactly what a detached retina is. I'll show it to you because my iPhone got one. Or close to it. I mean, alright, I'll show you. Yeah, let me show you this. You won't believe this. This is how bad a detached retina is. This is. I'm gonna put my. You can see it. No, let me switch this to video so you can see it better. Focus blurry, focus blurry, focus blurry, focus blurry, focus blurry, shaky, twisty, turny, flippy, floppy. Yeah, I wouldn't even want to try. My poor camera can't even fucking focus. It lost the ability to focus. It can't even focus on anything anymore. It's get double vision and everything. See? It doesn't even have good focus anymore. That's what a detached retina would do. Like, my eyes ain't bad enough, right? Yeah, I really want to go through that. No. I have a friend that did cataract surgery, and she got just that, detached retina. She can't see through shit. She said to me that, everything in her world is her, like her, her retina floats around in the vitreous humor, and she sees weird angles and wavy, groovy shots, but she says she can't see clearly out of her right eye because of that. They have to surgically reattach her retina to her eye. Get out of here. Get out of here. Mods, take care of this problem. So, I mean, you can visualize when you're trying to see if you got a detached retina, your retina's and it's you can't even focus a shot. You can't focus anything. You can't even aim at a particular scene because you move your head, all of a sudden your retina goes whoop. No, no, I'm not going to do cataract surgery. They said it was too much of a danger to do it. To do cataract surgery. My right eye. As far as my regular issues that cause the lateral bad eyesight goes, that was an existing condition because my lens in my eye is messed up too. Yeah, it's just not worth the risk and the danger to do surgery. And then, of course, there is always the question about, are we even going to have a normal lifetime within the next few months? I'm going to go check something on the computer. Given the fact is that we have escalation of tensions between different countries right now, are we likely to have a normal anything? What I mean by that is just like it sounds like. You got countries getting ready to blow each other up because they think it's all funny. Russia is so desperate right now that they don't know what to do. So Russia basically is considering the strategical nuclear nukes as a follow-up weapon because of the fact that they're not doing good. So I do want to go to the UK. I have made that a lifetime goal. That was a goal I made long ago, and I knew it was going to take a long time, and I knew I was going to have to basically find a way to begin the process somehow. This is not a new thing. I've always wanted to go to the UK ever since I was a little girl, and I still do. It just happens to be it's going to be something that's going to take lots of planning, and I know that too. Exactly. Well, Russia, they are in a corner. They defaulted on their bills. They defaulted. Something the United States is always afraid of because they wouldn't raise their debt ceiling. Russia doesn't have a debt ceiling. They defaulted on their bills. They couldn't pay their bills. The credit rating is garbage right now. So the as they're depleting most of their armaments. The only ones they have left right now in hand are tactical nukes. So the question is, are they going to use tactical nukes? Hoping to defeat the Ukrainian people. Ugh, guys, it's a mess, okay? No. I don't even speak the language. At least in the UK, I speak English. At least I would understand what they're saying. Me and Lumi thought about moving to Finland, but we have a somewhat similar problem with the language. Or, of course, my mom is Norwegian. I could go to Norway. Again, language problem. So the UK is closer to Norway and Finland, so you're back in your day, you're only 30 in your 30s. I'm 54 years old. I'm older than you by 24 years. 14 years. Oh, 24 years. Minimum wage in this country is still $7.25 an hour. Go figure that one out. Expansion of gifting memberships. Expansion of gifting memberships. Oh, that sounds interesting. About expiring posts and more. So now they're offering up so you can gift a membership for people who watch a YouTube channel. That's fine. I'm filming in Scotland. I can give me a place to stay in Glasgow. I know about Other in Wire's history. I know he's legitimate. The problem is, right now, is getting the Home Office to actually approve my visa application to get all that paperwork. And, oh, it's right. We're talking about a stack this thick, 3 to 5 inches thick of immigration paperwork just to get there, just to go for a visa, just so I can get a work visa. That's a ton of paper. I have friends in the UK that want to see me. I have friends, I kept wanting to see them. I can't even get one of them that's even on this channel to give me their goddamn email address. I don't know why. But, if you marry someone from there, you can get accepted immediately. I know. But how are you going to supposedly date somebody in order to get them a courtship and then get them to meet to the prenuptials? I know Andrew would probably like to do it the other way. He probably would like to marry an American so he can become an American citizen by marriage. And no, it's not entirely without paperwork because photo induction, married his wife in India, and he wanted to bring her back to the UK, and the Home Office said, I'm sorry, we don't see your marriage as legitimate, so he couldn't go ahead and bring his wife from India back to the United Kingdom. So for a couple of years now, he had to fight with the Home Office just to get his paperwork so his wife that he married in India can come back to the UK with him. He finally did get it done, but damn, it took him long enough. That's why he was off YouTube for so many years. Because he had to deal with all that crap. That's the whole problem with the whole immigration system. And the United States isn't any better. If you actually come into the United States, it's just as much of a pain in the ass. You actually got to go through the same thing in reverse. You got to go through all this paperwork, vetting, verification, everything. Which is why we have all these illegals coming in through illegal means. Because it's easier. That's why. And we all know that all these countries want good people. And that's fine. And we understand they want good people. But holy Americans, heavens, it's American choice. You can't even afford to move through all the paperwork. Sure. 79 years ago, if all Israel wanted to do was just marry to get Scottish citizenship, and he could do that, and then he could divorce me like right afterwards. But I don't think he would want to. Let's be honest. He does like me, but he also likes other things too, which makes it hard. He was 17 years old. He was a friend. It was not a date. It would have been a friendship gathering, not anything more than that. Kind of like Noodles. So somebody actually started swooping that. Daniel was a friend of Dory's. Well, I'm sure the Democrats don't want to give you paperwork to leave the United States. I think they want to give you paperwork so you can basically move into the United States. So they probably would go to places like some kitchens and homeless shelters, whatever. Say, hey, want to go anywhere in the United States? I'll give you an airline ticket or a train ticket. But if I say I want to go to Scotland, they probably would laugh their ass off. Right. What? What are you talking about? You want to turn your back on me? No. All I can tell you right now, guys, is let's see, it's fucking. Ukraine, I will say, has been putting up a hell of a fight. Honestly. They're going up against the second largest army in the world, and they basically are making Putin get ulcers. Okay, so they're dedicated fighters. That will tell you. They're dedicated to what they believe in. What star icon? What, this? This is Earth Harmony Amulet. Everything is all intertwined together in Earth Harmony Amulet. I don't even watch CNN at all, guys. I don't. Oh, that's not a star. You know what that is? That proves that you're a member. Yeah, you joined as a membership. That's what it means. It just proves that you're a member, Tiani. That's what it means. And as the longer you are a member to the channel, the longer the different colors will change. For example, Skynet, aka Hobos, has got a star because he's been around for so long. It says, it is now too. I think ever since the war guy joined the server, Michelle has had to pretend she's. I do support Ukraine. I do support Ukraine. I do support their independence. I just think there's gotta be a better way of doing it, though. Somebody, don't you see what I'm talking about? There's gotta be a more peaceful solution to this besides blowing each other up. That doesn't make any sense. The done gone in 1863 to 1865 American Civil War didn't do any better, did we? All over the issue of the South leaving to secede from the Union because they wanted to keep their Southern ways. Not much different. No. I do support Ukraine. I just choose to not talk about much here because of YouTube's own policy. And it's still in effect. Shall I remind you? You talk about Ukraine, your finances can be paused. Why, I don't know. If the Al wants to be part of Russia, voted to be part of Russia, then they should be. But the problem is the other half doesn't want to. What am I supposed to say? I mean, like half the Confederate States want to stay part of the Union of the northern states, and the other half wanted to go to the southern states. I say, you work it out amongst yourselves. You've already been in a civil war about this for years. It's stupid fighting, though. I haven't changed my view. I've been saying the same thing the whole time. I've said I don't think this dragging everybody else in the world into this matter is going to solve it. That hasn't changed. By the way, the policy I mentioned is right here, and it's still in the books. I'm going to read it to you, just so you remind you. The AdSense had not changed its policy. Important update regarding Ukraine. This has never been amended. Dear publisher, I'm going to show you this on the screen so you can see it. So you don't think I'm blowing smoke out of my asshole. Okay? I'm going to show you this. I'll show you in scene 2. It's better because it's not as much stuff on it. Okay? I'm going to show you this article. It still stands even to this day. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed any. Right here. Okay? Dear publisher, due to the war in Ukraine, we will pause monetization of content that exploits, dismisses, or condones the war. Please note that we have already been enforcing our claims related to the war in Ukraine when they violated existing policies. For example, the dangerous or derogatory content policy prohibits monetizing content that incites violence and denies tragic events. This update is meant to clarify, in some cases, expand upon the publishing guidelines as it relates to this conflict. This was dated on, or is it Wednesday, April 13th. They have not sent out an amendment. This is still in effect. Okay? This pause includes, but is not limited to, claims that imply victims are responsible for their own tragedy, or some instances of victims blaming, such as claims that Ukraine is committing genocide or deliberately attacking its own citizens. That's what it says. That's what it says, guys. That's why we don't talk about the big U very much. That's why we don't talk about the big U here. They never amended that. They never changed it and said, never mind, that doesn't apply anymore. Because it's still in effect. It's still in effect. So no more about Ukraine, okay? Yes, you're right. There have been. Terror reading on Rusty, yeah. How much to do terror reading on Rusty for? Well, that's the letter. That's the letter. I didn't make it up. That's their own document. And I think if you want to read it, I'll let you read it so you can see it yourself. Now you tell me. Where is it fair? Oh, let me zoom this up a bit. Can I make it bigger? Yeah, I can make it bigger. Yeah, I can make it bigger. Let me see if I can zoom this up a bit bigger. So you can read it better. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of small. I will put a copy of this letter up on the, so let me see if I can zoom this in here. Now, because it is kind of small. Okay. There you go. There, I made it bigger for you. There. Now you know this, so you can see it yourself. It's in black and white. Okay? That's where it stands. That's what it said. The date has not changed. There's not been any amendments since this letter came out. That's why we can't talk about it. That's why we cannot talk about it. I will. Oh, yes, I will. Absolutely. I will post it in Discord for you guys. Let me download a copy of it. Let's see, where's the download button? Print. Let's see. Yeah, I could print it as a file. Okay. Gonna print it. Okay, where's the print icon? Oh, there it is. Okay. The fuck is this crap? Mom. Cancel. Okay, let's see if I can find the print button. Need help. AdSense. Follow. Forward. Where's the download button on the sucker? Markers red, unread. Move up. Labels. Mute. Okay. Forward, download, snooze, move to label as mute, open the window. Where is the print button? I know I have one, but shit. What'd you do? Take my print button away? Don't you take my print button away. Don't take my print button away. Don't take my print button away. Don't take print button away. Here it is. Yeah, 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 yeah. There we go. It sounds like something like "Don't take my Kodachrome away." The other things when I was single. Put them all together for one night. Okay, only thing I gotta do is make sure to spoof my address. Even things is worse in black and white. Google Chrome, the nice dingy colors, the faded dreams, the things you ruined. Don't you say it's great, 'cause you suck to death and you don't do good. So mama, don't take my Google Chrome away. No, he's not. Don't you take my Google Chrome away. Okay, I will send that out to the Sanctum. This is really more important for the mods. Although I can certainly post it here, I guess. Oh, by the way, there might be a possibility that Google Kodachrome may actually be made again. However, the problem is the coloring, the chemicals that they used is kind of dodgy. All right, so there you go. I sent the article out to you guys. You guys can read it. Rusty was here already. He was already here, guys. He was already here. He was already in this room. He just went outside. I'm not going to go chase after my cat. All right. So the article is now up there on... you guys can read it. And they didn't change it either. So it's just an example of the kind of things that content creators have to deal with. And I didn't contact him in late June. So what's next? What's next? Yeah. All right, so let me just explain, because of the temperatures, there may or may not be a morning show. Yeah, so anyway, the thing is that, improv songs, I tend to do them once in a while. Okay, so actually, since I did mention Kodachrome, let's talk about that real quick. It turns out the Kodachrome developing process is actually kind of interesting. It's actually it's actually 4 layers of black and white film, basically sandwiched on top of each other, each one sensitized to different color schemes. On them, upon developing and using a color developer, using 4 filters for red, blue, and green, and white, along with the 3 developers of cyan, magenta, and yellow, which then makes the color slides. That's one of the reasons why Kodachrome is such a slow motion is because in order to keep the grain small, they had to basically speed slow. Kodachrome 25 was very common. Kodachrome 64 was the faster of the two emulsions. Kodachrome 25 is used particularly well for portraiture and things where like still lifes because there's no need to worry about a fast shutter speed. So, yeah, I sent him blanks, absolutely, but then it's it. I didn't actually talk to him. That don't count as communications. American people do not want war with Russia, but NATO and our own foolish leaders are dragging us into it. Yes, exactly. Like I said, it's all political, and you know what? Biden has messed up this country so bad. Biden has really messed up this country. He has done everything he can to destabilize this country and destroy everything about human decency left to American citizens and their sovereignty. Is also being destroyed because of Biden's administrative policies, which are just totally destabilizing everything. As you can see in everyday things such as grocery shopping to the price of fuel. That is ridiculously true. He's less an American than I am. What is the link for? You mean the one I sent you on this on the let's take a look at it. The link was for this channel. Actually, it was for a news article. Actually, I think it was for a news article I found on another channel to share to him. He's alive, he's fine. He was on the show earlier today. He was here earlier. The thing is, the left doesn't even support itself. The left is actually starting to come apart. They can't even support themselves anymore. Some of the warm, for lack of a better term, let's just say some of the warm-foot lefties have basically said this isn't working. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. The lefties don't even always support the lefties. That's totally scary, man. The lefties don't even support other lefties. They're starting to get so splintered, they don't even have anything anymore. They can't even agree on anything. For example, think about the situation in Hollywood, California. Crime rate is up 137%. What do the people in Hollywood want to do? They want to defund the sheriff's office. Why? The sheriff is the one that's designed to protect and serve. Why would you want to defund the sheriff's office when your crime rate is up 137%? I don't understand this. I don't understand the logic here. The men and women of the police and the sheriff that are there to protect and serve and keep you safe are basically being defunded, and then yet at the same time, you're bitching about the crime rate that's increasing because you're making it easier for bad guys to cause harm. That's totally stupid, man. That makes no sense. They support killing done by a woman on the street who was walking by with her baby stroller. They shot the mother. I'm sure they killed the baby too. Why? Because she happened to be walking through on the street with her stroller with a baby in it? What the fuck? Don't you see it as a mother with a baby stroller? Why would you want to do that? Oh, because she was in the way of the guy I was trying to shoot. I bet that was her argument. Give me a break. Learn how to aim your gun better, you fuck. That's what. Don't start shooting innocent bystanders that did nothing wrong. Well, I mean, and then of course, if you believe in law and order and you believe in the importance of police and fire and safety people, you're considered not supposed to be some kind of a xenophobic, racist nutcase? Excuse me. What about the poor men in blue and the poor men and women in blue? And yes, we'll include the fire department too. What are you going to do? Defund the fire department next? Because they put out your fires your rioters started? Is that what you're thinking about next? Defund the fire department? Yo, there are Democrats that don't even believe in this crap. They're just basically saying this is we just don't want this to continue anymore. It's going too far. I'm a moderate. I'm part of like the purple party. I'm kind of in between. I look at the situation. This is not America that I grew up in. This is not the America I grew up believing in as a child. It's not even, it doesn't make any sense. When is the crazy train going to finally get the hell out of here and we can finally start trying to rebuild this country back on common sense? That's what we need. We gotta get this country back on its right footing and common sense prevails. This is fucking crazy town. I don't care what you're doing. It doesn't make any sense. And it's hurting this country. That's the... And let's be honest with a good portion of the YouTube administration. They are promoting this activity. And one of the reasons is because they're partially owned by BlackRock, or at least influenced by BlackRock. Okay? BlackRock owns over 50% of the United States debt, equal to our U.S. debt. $10 trillion has been invested in the U.S. market, and $10 trillion has been invested in the Chinese market. Americans don't realize this, but this country is partially owned by corporation. Well, actually, some of us knew it. It's using the thin blue lines. It's just, this whole thing is just ridiculous. Whoever gets in office in 2024 and in 2022 during the midterms, I want America back to what it was supposed to be, where we uphold the Constitution of the United States of America, where law and order will be the norm of the land, And the people will really be allowed to be free. That's what I want to see. Not this situation that we're seeing right now. I won't even go into all the details. You see it every day. You see it every day. You tell me. Do you want to see your American flag constantly look like this? Constantly ripped asunder, shredded, blowing in the wind? It's what happened in World War II. That's what happened in World War II. That's what happened in the Civil War. Or even so, the young man and woman held that flag up with pride and dignity. That's what July 4th represents. We stood up against the tyrannical. We fought for what we believed in. You think that's going to stop today? Hell no. They already are. And it's time for the patriots in this country. I don't care what party you are. I don't care what party you are. But if you truly believe in this country, it's time for us to take a stand and say no. No. No, you're not. You're not doing that here. We believe in the red, white, and blue. We believe in the United States Constitution. We believe in the Bill of Rights. We believe that all men are endowed with the Creator, with the inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, to which thou shalt not be infringed, and they will not be. But if we don't stand up for what's going wrong, they're going to continue to step all over us with their bloody, muddy boots. It's time that we take a stand against them. Go to the polls in November. Vote those bums out. It's our American right under the Constitution to vote those bums out of office, and we should. We gotta keep taking a stand. We cannot just give up because of one defeat. We have to stand strong. Look at the Ukraine people for a minute. They're fighting one of the world's largest armies. They're not going, well, we tried, so we defeated because we gave up. They're still fighting today. Why don't we use them as a model for ourselves? They're fighting tyranny. Why are we doing the same thing? Except in that case, it's within the fucking country. Support me. Support the American people. Stand up for what you believe in. It's Independence Day, guys, coming up. It's time to remind those people who are trying to take away your sovereign rights that this is not going to happen. Yeah, exactly. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. We need to do what Ukraine is doing. Maybe it's time to follow their example. They're basically giving the Russian bear a serious pain in the ass, aren't they? Poor bear's got more bullets in his butt than he wants. Well, hopefully we don't get to that, but heck, maybe it's time that we say to these far left nut jobs and say, no, you're not going to defund my police. No, you're not going to control my child's education in my public school system. No, you're not going to manipulate my elections. We don't want you. We need to stand up for what the Constitution makes us strong. I will. I'll check Discord a little bit. So what if they do or don't? What about us? What about the far left in this country? What do they believe in? That's the same. It's white supremacist, racism, bullshit, blind, misleading, screwing everybody, trying to tell you that you have no right as a parent regarding your child's education, telling your boy or girl that they commit the opposite sex without mom and dad's permission, telling you that you have no legal right to determine your child's gender, telling you that you have the right to kill unborn babies. Do you think it's any better? Do you? Do you think their ways worked? The country's a freaking mess right now. Macy's, Nordstrom's, Neiman Marcus, all these big stores are saying, we can't afford to keep going in democratic cities. We can't afford it. They're leaving. Individuals are leaving democratically controlled enclaves for the same reason. They don't want to be there. That's why they're leaving. I'm lucky. I live in a little bit of a Republican stronghold in the state of Connecticut, which is also entirely blue. Except Connecticut, where I live, it's red. This is a Republican stronghold. This and Western Connecticut or Eastern Connecticut are predominantly Republican. Only the center is stated and the shoreline is blue. Just like in California, same problem. You got the coastlines are all blue, but then you got the further in you go, the redder it gets. And the people on the red side are saying we're sick of this crap. Exactly. But the problem is that those people don't even have a fighting chance either. Yeah, I see the one message in general chat. Fine. Yes, I know we did. So in essence, he's doing this. He's actually contacting me indirectly. But that's another story. Okay. I'm just trying to say, we need to take this country back. We need to bring some normalcy back in this country. Donald Trump did make America great again. And then Joe Biden deliberately made it way worse again. Just like Donald Trump warned us would happen. He warned us this. He said, don't vote for the Democrats. They're going to destroy everything that we've achieved. And that's exactly what he did in his first 100 days in office. Partially true. They do not seem to understand. They do not seem to care. But they sure do notice it at the gas pump, don't they? We certainly do notice it when we go to the grocery store, don't we? It sucks. That's a fact, Jack. It sucks. And it's no lie. No, we will. Because a lot of Democrats that are at least like me, the middle ones, the moderates, are saying, sorry, I can't support the Democratic Party anymore. This is not my party. Not all the Democrats are totally for this far left. Just as not all Republicans are for the far right. The Purple Party embraces both sides. It's the party in the middle. We just want normalcy in the world. We just want to have a normal life. To raise our families in a peaceful place where the rule of law applies. Where people feel equal and happy. That's all we want. We need to get our country back. It's just July 4th on Monday, guys. Think about what our founding fathers were trying to create when they signed the Declaration of Independence. They were tired of a tyrannical system that was so messed up. And now we're facing the same thing all over again. Yeah, exactly. Except one of the justices is retiring. That's going to shift the balance of power. They already are destroying us. But we have to take back what is right. We need to bring back what we know is the norms of this country, the morals of this country, and get rid of the depravity which has totally messed up this country. It's time. It's time. It has to happen. How many people are trying to tell me to shut up because they realize I'm right? Why do you think they're doing all the DDoSs? It's because they know I'm right, in part. They know I'm bringing up a valid point. This country needs, the people need to go back to the polls, and they need to vote for the right people. They need to vote for the right people in office. That's what we have to do. We need to prevent people like sending letters like this to content creators and saying, you talk about this, you're going to be screwed. You talk about anything that we don't agree with, we're going to screw you. We're going to make sure you can't even get paid. We're going to make sure that your money is never made. You're going to make sure your money will stay locked up forever until you're dead and buried in the ground. That's what they want to do. I'm not kidding you. They didn't amend this letter. It's still the same letter as it is now. And then, because they know that they can control the people with the purse strings. That's why they're doing that. It's July 4th, guys. It's time to stand up for what we truly believe in. This is our country. Even if some of us don't like how it is now, doesn't mean that we didn't always like this country. Red, white, and blue just as well as you do. It's just that I don't like the way this country is being shredded. That's right. Pretend, if you will, this is your American flag. How much more shredding is before you can't even see the stars and stripes? This is what they're doing to this country. You figure it out. Alright, so I don't know if there's going to be a live show tonight. There might be. I don't know if it's right. I don't know when it's going to be. There's just so many things that keep coming up over and over again. And so what I'm going to do is, let me see if there's any questions before I go. A certain certain potion people consumed has extremely strong technology, and I know that. We gotta find a way to counterfight them back. We'll discuss this on Discord. Alright, guys. For now, I'm gonna let everybody go. We'll see what happens for tonight for the show because it's temperatures and things like that. Okay? So, for now, let's go. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, everybody. This is like a 16-inch grinder. Hope you're hungry because you're going to be eating a lot of it. No. I don't need them. Why would I want to have to put money
Well,
into
I know you don't need it. Well, because you might want big whoppers.
These
I
are the
don't know.
real deal, baby. These are real.
But you wouldn't want, you've seen Rosie's. I mean, they're massive.
I know. I know. But then again, we also see, like, other people that got those things. What happens is after you get to be a certain age, everything sags. And of course, we have the tools of trade, the fame, the calendar, the clapper. Let's call the spirits back real quick.
Gauntlet 1. Versus. Fight.
That's how we take care of those pests.
Ow! Oh, that's gonna hurt. Alright. And thank you very much for watching. Stay out of trouble, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning, normal time. Yep. Okay.